Okay, so again, like I said, our first topic for this week is all about acids and bases. And acids and bases are very abundant in our environment. They are actually found everywhere. In the food that you are eating, there are acids and there are bases. When you go to your kitchen, there are a lot of ingredients or materials that are acids and bases. In your houses, there are materials or there are matter there that is classified as acid and base. And you can even find acids and bases inside your body. So like I said, they are everywhere. You can find them everywhere, and they are very abundant in our environment. So with our topic of acids and bases, what we want to accomplish for the next 2 weeks is this. We want to learn the differences between acids and bases. In what way are they different? How can you identify if something is an acid or if something is a base? So what are the general characteristics of acids and the characteristics of bases? We also want to emphasize, why do we need to study acids and bases? Why are they important? And how can we apply this learning in everyday lives? Lalo na, when you get older, you will be choosing professions or careers. And some of these professions
Anong ginawa mo dito?
are actually applications of acids and bases. And of course, at the end of this lesson, you will be performing experiments about acids and bases. So you will be doing 2 of them. One is a simulation, so you will be doing it online. But the other one is a real-life experiment that you will be doing on your own using a natural pH indicator. So later on, we will discuss yung dalawang experiments na yun. Okay? So let's start first with the idea of an acid. Ano nga ba ang acid? So according here sa slide, by definition, acid is a solution that has an excess of hydrogen ions. It comes from the Latin word acidus, which means sharp or sour. So sabi niya dito, the more hydrogen ions you can find in a solution, the more acidic the solution is. Okay? So an acid, sila yung mga solution na maraming hydrogen ions. At habang dumadami yung hydrogen ions, mas nagiging acidic ang isang solution. Okay? Habang mas kumukonti yung hydrogen ions, of course, mas bumababa yung acidity nitong ating solution. And because of the Latin word acidus, sabi niya dito, ang meaning ng acidus ay sour, which means later on we will see na one of the characteristics of materials that are acidic in nature is that they are really sour. Maasim yung lasa nila. Okay? And
Sinigang mix.
sige, yes, sinigang mix, maasim siya. And you can try during your experiment, you can try and check if really acidic ba yung sinigang mix dahil maasim siya. Okay?
Teacher Betching.
Betchin mama yung maasim, hindi naman maasim yun eh. Okay?
Hindi ba? Char, pabalik, Char!
Pabalik. Later na lang, Kuya Kadesh, because I'm recording the class. So I will
Sige po, Char.
Awesome, ha? Okay. So what are the different properties or characteristics of an acid? So coming from the word acidus nga daw, acids, they taste sour. Okay? Although, hindi lahat ng acid ay pwede mong tikman. Okay?
Uh-oh.
May mga acid na pwede mong tikman, pero may mga acid na hindi pwedeng tikman. So one of these acids na pwede nyong tikman at pwede ninyong malasahan na talagang siya ay maasim is this, your vinegar or your acetic acid. So maasim yan, and by nature, vinegar is an acid. Another is your lemon or your calamansi or your lime or what we call as citric acid. So maasim din yan. Okay? So ito yung ating, ito yung ating citric acid, ito yung ating acetic acid.
Is it drinks?
Vinegar. Fizzy drinks
Fizzy drinks?
call as your sodas or carbonated drinks. Kaya siya fizzy kasi 'di ba medyo bubbly siya pag iniinom. So that is what we call as carbonic acid. So example yan yung Coke. So mataas
Yung tea.
na carbonic
Ha?
acid. Also contains tannic acid, and then of course the vitamin
Vitamin C.
that you take every day, which is your vitamin C to boost your immune system. This is our ascorbic acid. So sabi nga natin, acids are found everywhere. It is even found in the food that you eat or even inside you. Not all acids are actually dangerous. May mga acids that are necessary for us, such as itong mga ascorbic acid. So kailangan natin siya because it is a good source of vitamin C, including itong citric acid. It provides us with vitamin C, which helps improve our immune system. So our acid also has the ability to conduct electricity. So because of the abundance of hydrogen ions in acids, it means it allows them to conduct what we call as electricity. So yung property ng acid is made possible because of the hydrogen ions that is found in all acids or in all acidic solutions. That's why meron kayong makikita. I'm not sure if you have watched on Facebook or you have watched on YouTube. There are people who use lemon to create electricity. And yes, it is possible because yung
Pero
lemon,
meron yun, Chair.
very common yung experiment na yon of using lemon to conduct electricity. Kasi nga, lemon or citric acid has an abundance of hydrogen ions. Therefore, they can conduct electricity. Last year, yung nanalo ng Research of the Year dito sa school, the mga grade 12 students, what they did is that they created vinegar using yung balat ng saging. So yung mga balat ng saging, usually, di ba tinatapon na lang sila? We do not eat yung banana peelings. So yung balat ng saging, ang ginamit nila yon to create vinegar. So finerment yon until they are able to create vinegar. So meron I think they used 6 weeks or 10 weeks to ferment yung balat ng saging to create the vinegar. And then yung vinegar na yon, because it is an acid, an acetic acid, they check if it is able to conduct electricity. And in their experiment, yes, meron silang maliliit na mga light bulbs that they are able to light using yung banana peel vinegar na nagawa nila. Okay? So, all acids have the ability to conduct electricity. Another property of an acid is that they are corrosive. So, ito yung dangerous or you have to be careful with the property when it comes to acids. They are very corrosive. Ibig sabihin, they are able to break down many substances, including yung skin ninyo, pag nadikit siya sa balat, or
Teacher, kumukulo yun? Kumukulo?
acids, yes. If they are very strong, such as yung hydrochloric acid, then yes, mainit siya, tapos medyo kumukulo siya pag tiniknan mo. Especially pag nag-mix na siya sa water, makikita mo siyang ganon. So, hindi lahat ng acids pwede mong idikit sa'yo. Even yung vinegar, pwede mo siyang inumin, pwede mo siyang hawakan, pero pag napunta siya sa mata mo, mamumula yung mata mo. The same with lemon or...
Pag sumobra, Chair, masakit.
Diba? Pag nalagay din siya sa mata mo, masakit.
Yeah.
Because they're very corrosive. So, they are a bit weak, but they can still corrode the...
Damage.
Or damage the skin of your eyes. Okay? Lalong-lalo na yung mga strong acids, lalo na yung ginagamit when it comes to cleaning the bathroom, yung hydrochloric acid na ginagamit sa panglinis ng toilet bowl, masyadong matapang. Pag nadikit siya sa balat mo, minsan okay lang, pero pagka napunta na siya sa mata or pag na-ingest mo na siya, then it becomes dangerous. Okay? I'm not sure if nakita ninyo sa YouTube, there are people who use Coke or Coca-Cola to clean their toilet bowl. And yes, that
yung
is
sink, Chair.
lilinis at puputi talaga yung toilet bowl ninyo or even yung sink ninyo because your coke is carbonic acid. So yes, it can corrode. So nako-corrode niya yung mga dumi kaya siya pumuputi. Okay? So the stronger an acid is, the more corrosive it becomes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. One of the strongest one of the strongest acids there is actually the acid found inside your stomach or inside your small intestine. So, ang nagbe-breakdown ng kinakain ninyo sa loob ng katawan is actually the intestinal acids or the gastric acid that is found inside your body. So, yung kinain mong chicken, mahahalo siya sa acid inside your stomach, mahahalo siya sa acid inside your small intestine, and then after that, it will turn to liquid. Ganon ka-powerful or ganon ka-strong yung acid that is found inside your body. It can dissolve almost anything that you eat into liquid. Okay? So, may acid sa loob ng katawan natin. Okay? And some acids react strongly with metals. Kaya yung mga metals pwedeng matunaw or sometimes nagra-rust or nangangalaw. And it's because of acids. For example, yung acid rain. Sa mga very popular...
Sir, paano ba makita yung acid rain, sir? Paano makita? Paano malaman?
Like a regular rain. Acid rain kasi is more common doon sa mga lugar that are very polluted. Very high.
Masakit sa katawan yun.
Makati siya sa balat. Tapos makikita mo yung mga buildings. Unti-unti niya nako-corrode, even yung mga bato. Unti-unti niyang nako-corrode yun. Although ang acid rain kasi is the first 5 to 10 minutes ng ulan. Yung unang buhos ng ulan, usually that is acid rain. Sa mga polluted na lugar ha, yung mga madudumi at polluted na lugar. So, ang laging suggestion is, huwag ka munang maliligo ng first 10 minutes ng ulan. Wait ka muna ng 30 minutes. Yung hayaan mo muna siyang bumuhos hanggang sa maubos na lahat ng pollution sa air. So, wala nang acid rain after 30 minutes. So, pag nag-continue yung ulan, safe na siya na maligo ka doon sa ulan na yon. Okay? And one of the distinguishing characteristic, ito makikita ninyo when you do the experiment, is that pagka gumamit ka ng blue litmus paper at hinalo mo siya sa isang acidic solution, it will turn red. Very light pink, minsan dark pink or violet pink or red in pigment yung kulay niya. And when you do your experiment dun sa natural pH indicator, ang starting color ng solution ninyo ay kulay blue. So pag nag-turn siya ng pink or red, ibig sabihin acid or acidic yung solution na hinalo ninyo. So doon nyo siya ma-identify sa solution.
Anong pwede ihalo sa experiment?
Wait lang, Kadesh. Doon nyo ma-identify if it is an acid or base. Sa question ni Kadesh, I have stated there kung ano yung mga materials na itetest ninyo. Nandun siya sa printed na module. Pero, if you want to test additional materials, for example, ikaw Kadesh, if you want to check yung sinigang mix, okay lang din additional for yourself. For your personal curiosity. Pero doon sa experiment, meron na akong nakaspecify na mga materials which you will be testing. Okay? Okay na tayo when it comes to acid. So, ang characteristic nila ay they are very sour. They are corrosive. Most of them are corrosive. And they can conduct electricity because of the hydrogen ions found in acid or acidic solutions. They react very strongly to metals and they usually turn to red if you test them using a pH indicator such as the litmus paper. Okay, so ano nga ba ang uses naman ng acid? So, syempre sabi natin, it's very important
Cleaning.
to identify or to learn all about acids kasi most of them ginagamit natin in our everyday life. So, for example, vinegar or your acetic acid. So, pag nagluto kayo ng adobo, you're using vinegar. Kung kumakain kayo ng kilawin, sino kumakain ng kilawin na fish?
Ang sarap, Jer.
Yung kilawin na tuna.
Ako, Jer.
Kasi yung mga kilawin na tuna, hindi siya niluluto, pero hinahalo
Kaya nga, Jer.
kalamansi or vinegar. Mapapansin niyo yung tuna, nagiging puti na siya. Bakit? Kasi acid yung vinegar at saka yung kalamansi. So, ibig sabihin, ang nagluluto na doon sa tuna or doon sa fish is yung acid that is...
Kaya pala, Jer, hintayin mo muna.
Yes, hintayin mo
Jer.
na mamuti para maluto yung...
Kasi hindi masarap, Jer, kapag ano ba, may kulay pa.
Pag hindi siya... Kapag hindi mo siya niluto, that is sashimi. So, hindi siya kilaw.
Sushi.
Sashimi. Ang sushi kasi yung naka-roll. Sashimi yung slices of fish or na raw. And then you
Sashimi.
that. And then, of course, we also use citric acid. So, sabi ko nga, citric acids are very
Vitamin.
good sources of vitamin C. Such as your lemons, your limes, your oranges, your calamansi. Especially pagka may sakit ka, yung may sipon or ubo. Kasi it gives you a lot of vitamin C or ascorbic acid. Okay? And then vitamin C, ito na yung binibili ninyo sa Mercury or sa mga drugstore, iniinom ninyo every day. So vitamin C provides with ascorbic acid. And then of course, meron din tayo mga tinatawag na sulfuric acid. Itong sulfuric acid, very dangerous ito. Ito na yung nakikita ninyo umuusok at very corrosive. But it is actually used sa mga industrial productions of fertilizers, ng steel, ng mga pintura, and other plastics. Even yung batteries ng inyong kotse or car batteries, meron siyang solution inside that is very acidic in nature. Corrosive talaga siya. Pero because it is acidic, it can provide electricity. Sa kotse, of electricity.
Yun, sir?
Yes. Kasi di ba nga sabi natin, acids are conductors of electricity. So because of the hydrogen ions, they can produce electricity. Yun yung ginagamit para pag ini-ignite or tino-turn on ninyo yung meron siya electricity doon. Okay? So,
naglalagundong ko.
Some of the anong tawag dito? Your acids. Okay? Now, let's go to your base. So, the opposite of acid is a base or bases. For some people, we call it as alkalines. So, lang dito. Alkalines. They are as your bases. So, ang base or an alkaline solution, it does not have hydrogen ions. Instead, what it has is your OH or your hydroxyl ions here. Hydroxide. Okay? So, sabi nga dito, another word for base is what we call as your alkaline. Okay? So, it can accept hydrogen ions, but it does not accept this OH or this hydroxyl ion, hydroxide. Okay? And now let's go to the different properties of a alkaline solution. Okay. So what are the properties of an alkaline solution? Usually, ang mga base, anything that is alkaline is very slippery or madulas. Okay, madulas siya pagka hinawakan ninyo. Para kang halimbawa, one example
Sabon.
of an alkaline
Baking soda
is your soap. So, pagka, di ba, naliligo kayo, tapos you put soap in your body, very slippery siya sa pakiramdam. That's why you have to wash it off with water. Okay? Pero, kung ang acid ninyo ay sour ang lasa, when it comes to your alkaline solutions or your base, they are bitter in taste. So pag tinikman nyo yung baking soda, mapait siya. Even when you...
Pwedeng kainin yun, Cher?
No.
Baking soda?
It is part of the food that you eat, pero you do not eat baking soda by itself. Okay, so pag nasobrahan yung baking soda when you are baking cookies or cupcakes, medyo malalasahan mo siya, medyo mapait yung lasa niya. Hindi pwedeng sobrang daming baking soda ang hinahalo when you are baking cupcakes or cookies. Okay? Some of alkaline solutions are also corrosive. Although yung mga super high ang kanilang base or very strong alkaline solutions, some of them are also able to conduct electricity kasi yung OH niya meron pa ring hydrogen ions. So as long as may hydrogen ions, it can conduct electricity. They are not very reactive, especially with metals, which is the reason why they are one of the best cleaners. So, ang ginagamit natin sa alkaline solution or pinaka-common na use niya ay panglinis. So, effective siya na panglinis kasi hindi siya very reactive. So, for example, yung mga sabon na ginagamit ninyo, hindi siya nagkukos ng skin allergies kasi hindi siya ganun ka-reactive when you use it. Baking soda, I'm not sure kung napapansin nyo, merong mga toothpaste na available sa supermarket na naka-flavor ng baking soda kasi magandang pampaputi ang baking soda. So you can...
Hindi mapait yun, Cher.
Yes po. Pero hindi mo naman siya... And you will gargle pa din, di ba? When you brush your teeth, you gargle naman. So, yung mga toothpaste, medyo maalat yung lasa ng mga baking soda na toothpaste. Okay.
Teacher, si Yuri, Cher, pinaglalaroan yung webcam niya na, you know.
So, hindi, okay siyang pampaputi. Some people also use baking soda as panglinis ng mga kitchen utensils at saka mga bathroom. Sa Walter Mart or sa Royal ba yun, as far as I remember, pag pumunta ka doon sa aisle ng mga panlinis ng bathroom, may baking soda doon.
Bakit?
Kasi cleaning material talaga siya. Panglinis.
Baking soda, pero panglinis.
Hindi siya makikita hindi ko siya nakita doon sa baking products. Nakita ko siya doon sa cleaning materials na aisle. Kasi talagang effective din siyang pantanggal ng mga amoy. Kaya ginagamit siya ng maraming taong panglinis. Okay? And one of the characteristics of an alkaline solution is that kapag blue yung litmus paper mo and you add an alkaline solution to it, it will not change its color. It will remain as blue. Pero pag kulay red yung litmus paper ninyo, it will turn to blue. It is an indication that what the solution that you are testing is a base or an alkaline solution.
Kapag blue, Cher, base.
Yes. So, yung
kapag red,
pH indicator, ang original na color niya ay blue. So, if it did not change color, then automatic that is a base or an alkaline solution. Pero if it changed color to pink or to red or to violet,
acid.
Yes, it is an acid. Okay?
So, paano namin babalik sa blue? Baking soda?
Hindi mo na siya maibabalik. So, you use another solution. So, different testing, different solutions. Okay? So, ano nga ba ang pinaka-common na uses or gamit ng ating mga alkaline solutions? Ito nga sa inyo, they are cleaning products, panglinis. So, yung ginagamit nating soap for when we take a bath, yung ginagamit na soap na panglinis ng mga plato, even yung mga panglaba, all of those are alkaline solutions. Okay? They are very effective in cleaning out dirt and grease. So yung lalo na yung pinagkainan, pinaglutuan, usually they're very greasy and you can remove yon by using alkaline solutions such as yung mga soaps, liquid detergent, at saka yung mga liquid soap na ginagamit natin for our everyday cleaning. Okay? And by nature, our blood is actually basic in solution. Okay? And even yung mga chalk na ginagamit natin sa school at saka yung mga cleaners such as yung baking soda, they are basic or alkaline in nature. Okay? So we have what we call as a pH scale. So the pH scale, it shows how acidic or how alkaline a substance is. Okay? So our pH scale is numbered 0 until 14. So usually 0 to 7, this is an acid.
Sir, kapag nagtatrabaho ka sa tubig, may ganyan?
Wait lang po. Later.
Okay.
And then 7 to 14, this is what we call as your alkaline. So itong mga red na to, 0, 1, 2, very red ang kulay nila. These are very acidic or strong acids. Okay? So strong acids such as your hydrochloric acid, yung stomach acid ninyo, yung intestinal acids and gastric acids, nandyan din yan sa strong acids. Vinegar, lemon, these are strong acids. And then we have what we call as weak acids. Weaker na sila. So hindi na sila ganun katapang or ganun ka-corrosive such as the other acids. So example of weak acids are tomatoes, bananas, milk. Okay, so weak acids yan. Your water is here in pH 7. So we call water as a neutral substance. So when we say neutral, ibig sabihin, hindi siya acid, hindi rin siya alkaline. Nandoon siya sa
Ba't kulay green?
So, yung water. And then, 7 and above is already your alkaline. So, your blood is here around 7.5. So, may neutral siya, pero more on the alkaline scale siya. We also have your baking soda and your soap, pH 8 and pH 8.
Ano yung ammonia, sir? Ano yung ammonia?
Ammonia, ginagamit siya usually pagka may nahihimatay, may pinapaamoy sila, ammonia yon para bumalik sa consciousness. And then we have your cleaners, your drain cleaners. So hindi niya makokorrode yung metal, hindi niya masisira yung mga water pipes ninyo.